And now to open our program, we bring you the first in a series entitled Great Moments in the History of Radio, entitled Marconi Perfects Radio.
The scene is a little shack on the coast of Italy near the village of Antipasto, where Signor Marconi II and his assistant, Signor Marconi, are awaiting to exchange radio chit-chat with America. Signor Marconi speaks.
What do you say, Signor Marconi? Some more spaghetti?
No more spaghetti, macaroni.
Some more tomato?
No more tomato, macaroni.
More macaroni?
No more macaroni.
More Chianti wine?
Si, macaroni.
Good, I give you plenty. Say when.
When?
Me? I am nervous. I got a butterflies in my stomach. That's to kill the butterflies.
Nearly killing me, too.
What's that?
Listen, macaroni. Shut up. Maybe now we get America on the radio.
Hello, Italy. America calling Signor Marconi.
Hello, America. She's right here. Signor Marconi, you hear me?
I hear you okay.
America, what's the big historical message you got on this first radio message across the Atlantic Ocean?
Listen to the Bob and Ray show.
Well, so much for high dramatics. And first today we have Miss Magoon with something important. I notice you've taken off your bonnet and your tippet, your hand-crocheted gloves, and your rabbit-lined bombazine coat. Where have you been?
Well, I suppose it may sound silly to you, but I tried an experiment.
An experiment? What was that?
Well, I read a notice in the newspaper. Here it is, here.
Let's see. University announces a series of lessons in scientific cookery. Don't be tied down by old-fashioned methods and terms. Speak in a scientific manner of up-to-date cookery. First lesson free. What'd you do?
Well, since the first lesson was free, I thought I'd take a flyer. I went over and I took it.
Yeah, what happened?
Wait till I tell you. It'll kill you. The professor said we should take notes on the first recipe, and so I did, and here they are, all scientific now.
Oh, you have them right there,
Yes.
huh?
First, obtain a large alloy utensil of 66 millimeters. Be filled with enough H2O to cover the bottom. Place utensil over opening for commercial C2H2. Apply small piece of splintered wood tipped with a combustible. A match, and combust it. Then you allow H2O to reach a temperature of 212 degrees Fahrenheit, or until a condensation of the superheated H2O is formed. You remove the cover and inject desired quantity of bivalves into the superheated H2O. Allow to formulate 900 seconds, remove from source of C2H2.
And then what do you have?
Steamed clams.
Seems a long way to explain it, I should think.
Long way, it was ridiculous.
Scientific.
I stood right up in class and I said, oh, for heaven's sakes, just dump a flock of clams in a nettle of boiling water and eat them when their necks stick out. And then I grabbed my coat and I stomped out. Never heard such nonsense in my life.
Where you going now?
Well, I'm going to go out. I'm kind of thirsty. I'm going to get a glass of H2O.
Now, here's our weekly announcement from Gallagher's Supermarket. Mr. Ferris J. Gallagher speaking in person.
Friends, neighbors, and customers. I have spoken before on this program about the custom of allowing customers to place their small children in our shopping wagons. At first, I said, please do not let children ride in the shopping wagons. Lately, I have become tolerant about this, and I allow it. However, an event took place last night which I absolutely must forbid. A certain husband and wife, who shall be nameless, came in to do some shopping rather late. Before I realized what was happening, the husband had placed the wife in the shopping wagon and was pushing her around between the aisles. Since Mrs. Horgan weighed 150 pounds, she filled the wagon, and there was no room for the groceries, and as a result, Mr. Horgan was forced to pull another shopping wagon behind him as a sort of trailer to put the groceries in. This not only tied up two wagons, but bulged the sides of the first wagon and bent the wheels so it had to be sent to the repair shop. I don't care how tired a woman's feet are. Keep out of my shopping wagon.
All right, now, please.
Monday special, slightly bruised apples, 10 cents a pound.
You just heard from Mr. Ferris J. Gallagher speaking for Gallagher's Supermarket. And I wish you wouldn't lose your head. That easily, Mr. Gallagher.
Well, I get so upset, you
I
know,
know
and I get thinking, and...
Really strikes home to you, yes.
Yes, it does.
Well, what do you
Cost
say?
me $4.30 to fix the axle on the one Mrs. Horgan was riding in.
All right, sir. How
If
about...
this carried on, and it could add up to an
Surely.
awful lot of money.
Well, just calm down and listen to Paul Taubman and the trio now. They're going to play downhearted.
Fine.
All right?
Bob and Ray are now pleased to bring you episode number 3468 of Mr. Trace, Keener Than Most Persons, entitled
The X-Ray Murder Case, or...
The Imposter Made Love to the Lady Doctor, but she saw right through him. It is nearly midnight in the Frisbee Hospital in the little town of Frisbee, Ohio. Two white-gowned medics are busily at work.
Have a scapula, Doctor.
Scapula.
Looks bad.
It looks bad.
Chisel, Doctor.
Chisel, Doctor.
Sword looks bad.
It looks bad.
Saw, Doctor.
Saw, Doctor.
Oh, looks bad.
Looks bad.
Nails, Doctor.
Nails, Doctor.
Looks bad.
Looks bad.
Hammer, Doctor.
Hammer, Doctor.
What else you got, Doctor?
I have a lady, Doctor.
Can't use her. Yes, this is the crucial moment. It looks bad, Doctor.
It looks bad, Doctor.
Well, what do you know? It looks good, Doctor.
It looks good, Doctor.
Gee, by golly, that's a good-looking bookcase. Now, if we only had some medical books to go into it.
Yeah, we should have some books.
I tell you what, Dr. Waterhouse, you go out and steal some.
Steal books? Me?
You want to keep on working with the great Dr. Befuddlehead, don't you?
Oh, yes, Dr. Befuddlehead.
Well, then go steal some medical books.
Yes, sir, Doctor.
Meanwhile, in another part of town, Mr. Trace, keener than most persons, answers the telephone.
Mr. Trace, keener than most persons speaking.
Mr. Trace, I need your help. This is Wallace Ledbetter of Ledbetter's Better Bookstore. Someone has just stolen 100 medicine books.
100 medical books, eh? Well, that's the first clue. Relax, the case is practically solved. Dr. Livingston, I presume?
Yes, come right in, sir. Oh, sir, what's the matter with you?
Nothing at all, Doctor. I'm conducting a survey. What brand of cigarettes do you smoke?
Well, I smoke flimsies.
Why do you smoke flimsies?
When I get nervous, they come apart without my having to pound them on the table.
Well, no clues here. Nothing of interest. Thank you, Doctor. Goodbye. Dr. Giffen, what brand of cigarettes do you smoke?
Chewbies.
Why do you smoke Chewbies?
They taste so good when I eat them.
Nothing here. Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Golub, what brand of cigarettes do you smoke?
I smoke Loomies.
Why do you smoke Loomies?
The filter's in the front end. All you get is air, and I love air.
Nothing here. Thank you, Doctor. I have interviewed 29 out of 30 doctors. Dr. Befuddlehead is the last.
Jawohl, come in, come in. Well, what can I do for you, sir?
First, is that a new bookcase?
Jawohl, it is new.
Where did you get those books?
My assistant, Dr. Waterhouse, he got them.
Dr. Befuddlehead and Dr. Waterhouse. I arrest you both for the theft of those books from Ledbetter's Better Bookstore.
And so, chalk up another first in cigarette advertising. I presented Bob and Ray, who'll appear at the same time tomorrow.
Before we go, may we leave you with one beautiful thought for the day.
It's an inspirational thought which may help you on your way through life.
Very simple and expressed in 2 words.
These words are, look up.
Look up.
As you go through life, don't look down into the gutter. Keep your eyes on the sky.
Look up where the birds and the leaves and the sun are. All the lovely things of nature.
Look up where everything is clean and growing and living.
Always keep your head up.
Never look down.
And you know what?
Someday you're going to break your neck.
Till tomorrow, this is Bob Elliott.
And Ray Goulding reminding you to write if you get work.
And hang by your thumb.
Oh, you silly, silly boys.
Goodbye, Grover.